We are now going to talk about Big B's NFT, which has broken all records. It sold for a whopping 7.18 crore. The maximum bids actually went for Madhushala as well, but there was that's the poetry that Big B has recited. And there was a loot box, collectibles, tons of them. And who better to talk about all this than Ramkumar Subramanian himself, CEO and co-founder for Guardian Link. Hello, and firstly, congratulations. It was, as they say, Shehenshah launch, to say the least. Did it meet up to your expectations?
More than that, it was very overwhelming. We didn't expect this kind of a response. It was very overwhelming. And we wanted to launch it big in India, and we wanted it to be the biggest NFT launch in India. But it was much more than that. It was very overwhelming.
Right. But, you know, the question really everybody wants to know is what goes behind these crazy valuations? And what exactly, just explain to us simply, what goes behind these internal evaluation on how much an NFT is worth?
I guess it is more of the history and the provenance of that particular NFT and who created that and what it implies and what's the significance of that particular NFT. All of that matters. And there is always this X factor which gives a price. And in this particular case, it is Mr. Bachchan and the history of his career and his poems of his father that he recited, and also the artifacts that we created for him. And each of the artifacts was various roles of his movies, and each one has its own uniqueness to it. And the original posters, obviously, everyone loves posters, and it had its own significance. And the loot box was a mixture of all of these together. And I guess that was the the show winner, because everyone wanted to go ahead and buy that because that had the collection of the ones which are in the auction.
Yeah.
So
it's the surprise
so
that
loot
nobody
was the surprise.
Sort of figure it out, etc. But listen, I want to ask you. So we've got NFTs of film stars, now cricketers also, you know, talking about NFTs and various collectibles. If you were to give one advice to people to, as they say, an Aam Aadmi or a common man starting their own NFT, what would that be? Where is the space for those people and how should they approach it?
I see this very similar to how YouTube and Instagram was for influencers. I see that happening for NFTs as well. It would definitely get there, where individual artists or any common man would like to go ahead and create their own versions of NFTs. And it would definitely evolve there. And it has moved away from being a hype and being just a speculation to more of a utility and an aspect to it. So that's where NFTs are moving towards. So a common man with whatever he wants to do, whether being an art or a utility out of that, can get into this later on. So I see that happening in the near future.
All right. So that's going to be good news there. I'm sure a lot of people are looking forward to that. Thanks so much for joining us on CC this week.